Hey people, Personal Juice is back, and I know no one's probably gonna watch this video because most of you have already left Path of Exile Expedition and playing some other game, probably Final Fantasy XIV or something along those lines. But I gotta say what I gotta say. I have some ideas, I have some things I gotta say about the league. I know a lot of you guys have been saying it's a bad league, it's a bad design, and stuff like that, and I don't necessarily disagree, but I think I got to give you my 2 cents and just say what I think. I think the league is great. The league has good mechanics, the league has some compelling endgame, like I love expeditions, I love the expedition logbooks, but of course, what kills the game is the game itself. We went from having good builds, having fun, blasting maps, having some kind of endgame to our builds, to having almost no playable builds and having absolutely no fun. What I mean by it is that pretty much every single skill got nerfed. If you're not playing mines, if you're not playing traps, if you're not playing the summoner, you're pretty much fucked. Let's be real, you're pretty much fucked. There's nothing you can do. Like, I bet your build sucks just as much as mine does. And I was playing traps. I started playing this league, playing traps, and I have 500 deaths. I'm not even level 90, even though I played for pretty much every single day, every single hour for the past week. I just not being able to get any levels because I continuously fucking die in D16 maps. Why? Well, I guess I'm just too used to not having infinite curses, infinite poisons, infinite bleeds, burn effect on me at all times, having no damage, having no move speed, because, you know, most of the builds have also lost move speed because you gotta sacrifice something to get more damage, right? Well, that's where we're at. Now we have difficult content, the end game, if you will, but it's not compelling. I make half a chaos in a T16 map. Every T16 map I get maybe half a chaos of value from it. If I get lucky, I get a expeditions book, but I haven't seen those in 3 days. I haven't seen those in a long last while. I don't think it's worth my time to do T16s because I'm a full portal efficiency gamer at this point. I die 6 times a map. I can't even kill the boss sometimes because I just get blown up by random shit. My flasks end, so I kind of have to leave if I have damage for the boss because I just cannot sustain my mana. And of course, probably the worst part of the league for me is that I don't like my builds. I don't like the builds. I don't like mines, I don't like traps, I don't like Toxic Rain, I don't like Summoner. Like, if you're not playing those builds, like, what are you doing, dude? Just look at PoE Ninja. Every single person is either playing traps, Acoustic Arrow, or Summoner. That's it. There's nothing else. There's nothing else that's viable, and that's good. Like, I'm sure you can play some like ZDPS builds on Gladiator, like Impale or something like that, but it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good whenever you have to take so much time of your day farming a map that just ends up giving you no value at all. Like, expeditions do not feel valuable, and they were. If you guys don't know, what they usually do is they release a league and make the league extremely profitable. Like, in the first 7 to 8 hours. First 7 to 8 hours, the league is amazing. You're gonna get a whole bunch of Chaos Orbs, you're gonna get Exalts, Tabulas, all a bunch of really good shit. Until they nerf it. It always happens. I'll give you my little personal experience, I guess. This league, well, when I was level 20, I had 40 Chaos to my name. 40 Chaos. I didn't get lucky. No, I didn't get lucky. I didn't get Exalts, I didn't get Tabulas. I literally just got Chaos Orbs from the expeditions. Expeditions were so valuable, I was literally dropping like 10 Chaos back to back in a single expedition log at level 20. At level 20. I didn't even finish them up because my build was so bad. But I still got so much Chaos and so much value from those expeditions, it actually felt fine. It felt fun. But now, like, I'm doing 16s, I'm getting Wisdom Skulls. I'm getting Wisdom Skulls from the fucking chests. Come on, dude. Like, how kind of design is that? Like, imagine having to do like really difficult content and just get fucking wisdom scrolls dropping from the chests. Like, I haven't seen expedition logs. I love expedition logs, and even then, they're not really that profitable unless you get super lucky and you get like some like scarabs or some shit. In T16 expedition logs, I think I make about like 3 raw chaos, even if I go for full currencies, 3 chaos orbs. I mean, is it really worth my time? I don't think so. Like, sure, you can get lucky and get like simulacrums, which are kind of expensive, or you can get legion, splinters, or scarabs. I haven't seen those yet. I have seen simulacrums, but I haven't seen scarabs yet, just yet. And it just feels like I'm wasting my time. It really does. And they always do that. They always do it. Ultimatum was the same way. In Ultimatum, I was getting stacks of chaos orbs ever since I like was leveling, and then all of a sudden, I get the high tier maps. I'm literally getting nothing. Like I'm getting. I was doing a test for T16 maps. In T16 maps, I made in 100 T16 maps on average. I was making roughly 2 chaos a map on ultimatums. 2 chaos a map. An encounter itself takes longer than doing the whole map. That's how bad it was. So I don't understand the incentive for me to like push maps, make my build good, or even like attempt to go for high level stuff, because I'm effectively not even making currency. Like I had a friend of mine, he was farming quarries, and you know what? He was making more money farming quarries than I was farming T16s, just because the rewards seemingly don't even scale. He was making more money than me farming the quarries, and it's not a good feeling. Like I would be fine if the game was difficult, like genuinely difficult, if I felt like I was rewarded for it. Currently, it feels like just all got punished, and all our builds are worse. The game is a lot more difficult, but at the same time, you're not really getting anything for it. You're just kind of like it's masochistic at this point. It's masochistic because you're effectively punishing yourself. You're breaking your ass in half just to kill a boss, and the boss doesn't drop shit for you. He drops you a wisdom scroll. That's all you get. That's all you get for all the effort, for all the 4 portal gaming. All you get is a wisdom scroll, and you take it or leave it. You take it or leave it, and obviously most of you have already left it. Most of you have already left. This league had the worst player retention of all time. Someone told me about 60% of people already left the game. I'm still kind of hopeful. I'm still playing. I'm still a little bit hopeful for the game. Maybe they'll fix it. Maybe they'll add the ability to remove curses. That'll be kind of nice, right? But I can definitely see why people quit. And I really don't want PoE to be dead, just like any other game before it, because PoE had so much goodwill in the past. Like PoE was one of those games where the whole community was behind it. The whole community loved PoE. Like even recently, like maybe in last year, like in Delirium League, that's when the goodwill started to go away. That's when we had really bad league starts. That's when we had really strange game designs changes. And I get that some changes that we need for the game might be unfavorable in people's minds, but we just need those changes in the first place. You know what I mean? But it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to be constantly nerfed. It doesn't feel good to have next to no rewards for the content that you do. It doesn't feel good to have to pick up 1,000 different currencies in a map, especially whenever a new league mechanic adds additional 1,000 currencies that you gotta pick up. Like, have you not learned from Metamorph? Have you not learned from Delirium? Every single time we have shit like this, everyone just ends up hating it, and they continuously bring it back. Like, come on, dude, do you not fucking learn? Like, it's just common sense at this point. Like, do you really have to do this like this? Do you really gotta be like that, dude? I know. I'll give it my best. I'll play for a couple more days. Obviously, I'm gonna stream when I see you guys, because I did miss you. I had a whole bunch of health problems, so I couldn't really play or stream for a while. I still do, but I was excited to come back and talk to you guys. It really does make my day. I am playing for the community, I'm not playing for the game right now. And I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful they will see it and they'll be like, okay, we're sorry guys, we're just gonna fix the game, make it fun for you. Because this game is a single player game. It's a single player experience. Like, what the hell do you expect? Why do you want to hyper balance the game? That doesn't need to be hyper balanced. Like, sure, you can balance like some broken ass shit like 5BV. That's fine. Like, I don't want people playing 5BV really because that's boring. But when it comes down to just like nerfing the whole game and nerfing it every patch, because we got nerfed last league, like pretty much every single build got nerfed last league, and then before that we also got nerfed, and before that, and before that, and before that. When was the last time we actually had like a good expansion where it was all buffs? You know, they always say it's all nerfs, but what the hell are the buffs at? Where is the stuff that makes it fun for us to play? Like, I want to see more currencies, I want to see more fun builds. Obviously, I don't want to have the same one build that everyone plays, but just make it so, like, it's like exchange. One build gets nerfed, another build gets buffed. That's what I like to see, that's how the game is gonna stay alive. Just give us some chase builds, give us some fun to be had. Like, don't make me play Summoner, please. I'll rather not play the game. I'll be honest, like, I would much rather not play the game than play a Summoner again. Like, I cannot stand the Summoner. And I bet most of you don't too. Unless you're just playing for the sake of, like, winning. If you play to win and you force yourself to play a Summoner, maybe you should play a different game. I don't think it's worth your time. I don't think it's worth your time to be playing a game that's supposed to be played for fun and not really having any fun. You know what I mean? Like, making currency is kind of fun, but if that's all you do, one day you actually begin to enjoy it. You know. Well, anyway, guys, it took me longer than I was expecting, but just my rant. I'm sure it's just gonna be just for me. I doubt anyone's gonna watch this, but if you do, I appreciate it, and I hope you are having somewhat of fun. Maybe you're playing a good build. I hope so. I hope you do. If you do, just tell me what build you're playing. Maybe I'll yank it from you. Just make sure it's not Traps, Mines, or Summoner, and I'll probably play it. I've been playing Fast AF's Shield Crash. It's alright. It does the job. It's kind of fast. It has decent clear. Except I have like 400 deaths in the past 26 hours, and I'm still 85. So, but if you have a genuinely good build that's fast and doesn't really die, please let me know. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a good one. I love you all, and you're all truly wonderful.